talk about sexuality. Sexuality is not just sex. Sexuality is literally the human experience. Sexuality is energy. Sexuality is the ability to appreciate the entire process between desire and purpose. Eye contact, the ability to appreciate yourself, hold correct posture, to stretch. Sexuality is something that is feared in today's society. Eating the right foods, loving yourself, appreciating the process and your own intuition and your own desires, it is not something to be ashamed of. It is something that needs to be accepted for what it is. This human experience is a blessing, and taking care of yourself is a necessity, not something to be ashamed of. Sexuality is something we can find in conversation with a stranger. It is appreciating the entire conversation, all the feelings you're getting while having a fulfilled moment of connection, whether that is with your partner or whether it is with a stranger. But especially when you are choosing a partner, it's a blessing to be able to find someone you can share energy with, share that sexual desire as much as you want with. But what I see more often than not is so many relationships are still lacking the ability to fully enjoy and embrace what they chose, whether it is sex or conversation or communication. When you're living with someone for however many years, you have to remember to maintain your ability to enjoy that choice. And if you are not enjoying that choice any longer, you have to learn to be strong and walk away, because life is an enjoyable experience. And it comes down to first loving yourself. You have to find that sexuality in yourself so that you have it to offer to the world. And sexuality does not have to end in sex. It has to do with you really learning to appreciate how you feel, containing that energy and directing it appropriately. Sometimes that means you're going to be directing that energy into sex, getting off, whether it's masturbating, or maybe it's just brushing your hair. Maybe it's rubbing lotion all over your body. Sometimes it just means going on a walk, having a conversation with a stranger and looking them directly in the eyes. Sexuality is human nature. Correct posture is not fighting fear, which is the only reason you're ever going to crouch or not stand up straight. These are actions that are only fearing the embracing of that great feeling, which is oxytocin, sexuality, that energy that will get you off if you embrace it in that form. But that feeling of good, we don't have to only relate with getting off. We can contain that energy and direct it towards actions that can create art or purpose or meditation. It's about using that energy and focusing it, having control over it. So many people in this world only use that feeling with sex. That is a very unhealthy practice, because that energy is not sex, and you can't relate. You can't make those two things one thing. Otherwise, you're going to be missing out on so much. You're going to be missing out on the actual things that are going to fulfill you, like true connection, true conversation, true appreciation for your partner. Being able to go on a date and enjoy yourself fully without thinking about getting off only. It's a blessing to get off. It's a blessing to have sex. But if you maybe take that practice, try to direct that energy towards something else on occasion. Whether it is working out, whether it is going on a random adventure that brings you to a random coffee shop or a bar, talking to a stranger at a grocery store. These are different ways to contain that energy of oxytocin and share it within different outlets. Direct it towards a painting. There are many different outlets to embrace sexuality. And to be putting all your eggs in one basket, sex is going to lead you to an unhealthy, unstable mindset in life. We need, as humans, to learn to balance that energy and share it within every moment. Sexuality is something we can drag out our entire lives and enjoy within every single moment to avoid depression and avoid sad feelings, which are of course going to come because we are human and there are cycles. But if you can learn to contain that sexual energy and apply it to your everyday life, you can find happiness within your everyday life in your every moment. You can avoid depression and sadness. And you can learn to just really be with that feeling and understand that we are meant to enjoy this life. We are meant to be healthy human beings. We are meant to dance and be sexual and beautiful. And sometimes that just takes a little bit of reversal to get where you want to be mentally and physically. And health is sexual. The human experience is sexual. And sexuality is not only sex, but while you are having sex, make sure to look your partner in the eyes. Make sure to have a little foreplay beforehand. Roll around, touch, appreciate the nose and the eyes and yourself. And remember that maintenance is key. Bringing a healthy mind and a healthy body to the bedroom and to conversation is a lifetime practice, and it is necessary for fulfillment. And let's leave that at a lesson. Mwah. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and please do something for yourself and learn to appreciate yourself. Work out, eat some good food, avoid corn syrup, and let's keep evolving.